Hello, everyone. We are here at SharePoint Saturday St. Louis, and I'm joined by Erica. Hello. Can you
Hey.
introduce yourself to everyone?
Sure thing. Hey, I'm Erica Toelle, the product evangelist at Record Point.
And so today you have a couple sessions. One that I saw is on Microsoft Teams, and so I think my question for you today is, we've got some tools that have been given to us by Microsoft about roles and what different tools in 365 Play and inner loop and outer loop and all this kind of stuff. So, but really what I want to ask you about is Microsoft Teams and user adoption, and what are you seeing with companies and people you're talking with? How's that going? How is user adoption going with Teams, and maybe what works best or what works the least? What is it that causes people issues? So
Sure. Yeah, so I'm really seeing people fall into one of two categories. The easiest one being the people that just get it and they love it and they just start using it, right? The millennials, the early adopters, the people that understand technology. But then there's a larger group of people that are kind of like, what is this thing, right? Why do I want to use it? And so for them, my number one tip for adopting Teams is to find that one scenario that's very sticky with them and helps them have that aha moment. So for example, in my session, high value scenarios for Teams, this is exactly what we're talking about. If you were working with a development team that has daily stand-ups that are working in an agile manner, for example, the sticky feature that really gets them to switch over is the video meetings. Because the video is HD, it can be full screen. It's much more like you're talking face to face than with Skype for Business, where the the video is really small and you can't make it any bigger. So it provides more of that realistic experience.
So you call it sticky. I mean, I think traditionally I've been calling it pain points. But same thing, right? I mean, kind of. It's
that thing that they need.
Yeah, that thing that they need, and how can you fill that void or make it better? I guess but that could be different for different folks, right?
That's right.
So you talk about a project team that's agile. They want to see each other. They need to interact a lot. But then there's others within the same organization, maybe, that don't do that at all.
Completely.
So that's where what I'm hearing, that's where people struggle.
Right.
I want to implement Teams for my organization, but we got some people doing this, we got some people doing this, and they're different. And so how do you implement Teams for an agile working group, a traditional working group, an HR team that, how do you, how does that, and I think it's different for everybody. And
it's completely different.
And is the tool flexible enough to be different for everybody, you think?
Oh yeah, it's definitely flexible enough. The ability to add tabs to your applications that maybe you use that are outside of the Microsoft stack, but through the tabs have it there in one context, in one place, so everyone has the information at their fingertips that they're chatting about in the conversation area. That might be an aha moment for a team that's working in 5 different applications every day to get their work done.
Yeah, I think that's good, the tabs, because you can customize their experience to where, some teams, they don't focus on documents. Others, they may focus on a document, okay, we're working on a presentation, a proposal right now as a team. Well, throw that in the tab, right? So it's quick access. You could work on that, you could co-author that right there. And then when it's done, take it off as a tab, put the next one on
I think you just made a really great point, which is that's the other thing, is that teams can work very organically with your group. Like I always tell people, just start off with the one channel, the general channel, and when it gets too noisy and too cluttered, then create the next channel. And same with tabs, like put the ones there you need. When you don't need them anymore, remove them. It's literally like one click.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing that I've found a lot of people are associating the usage of tabs and stuff in Teams is with, with SharePoint Sites, how I gotta have it perfect because that's the way it's going to be forever.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's that you can move stuff around, and I think Teams is like that. Your tabs can be weekly. It can be it can be totally different daily, whatever. But be organic, like you said, for each group.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking what tool to use when, right?
Yeah.
It's the popular question.
Yeah.
And I like to think of SharePoint Sites these days as a more curated experience where you're actually deciding what box is in this upper left-hand corner of the page. How do I want my documents to be displayed?
Yeah.
Whereas Teams doesn't allow you to curate the experience at all.
Right.
It's beyond what information's in the tabs. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Both are needed.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you very much. So can people connect with you online? How do they do that?
I try to make it pretty easy. Everything, social media, Twitter, Facebook, website is just my first name, last name. So ERICATOELLE.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And everyone, remember to join in with your local community, whether that's a Saturday event or a user group. Jump in, get involved with the community, and learn and teach others. So thank you very much.
Thanks.